Alright, quick update on Strong and Stronger. So let's start off with what's going on in Stronger. So I've changed my chart a little bit. Previously we were looking at this on the 5-minute chart, and this really did look like a stable coin. It has been out for a few days now, so we are finally able to move this over to the 4-hourly. And if you watched my video, I think it was 2 days ago, I was talking about the possibility of this AB equals CD pattern potentially being in effect. We've got a perfect A, B, mark up, C, mark down, D, going on right now, and I think this could definitely be playing out. So I'm not having this as my most likely scenario. Nonetheless, if we get the price target to the top there, you can see this would be predicting a move down to around about $22. The last time I measured this, it was 24, so this is a little bit hard to measure price targets on Dex Screener. I can't zoom in and out like this. Unfortunately, I can only go like this, left and right, really. So it's a little bit of a pain. Nonetheless, it's what we've got to work with until it's added on, KuCoin or Poloniex. But if we look at what's going on Strong right now, as we came down to the $68, and by the way, I was talking about this 1.618 move on the table, a move down to $60. We've kind of filled that. I mean, we haven't really come down to the exact target. You can see this kind of brings down to, around, well, on here it's a little bit different, but on the 5 minutes, it was drawn down to around about 69. But if we look at what's going on the 4-hour now, I really think what we're seeing currently is a dead cat bounce. Sure, we do have a bit of volume coming in on the 4-hour, but if we come down to the 1-hour, you can see we're already rolling down and volume starting to pick back up. So I am of the opinion that we are still coming down to at least $62 or $61 to $57. We haven't started breaking back above 135, so until we take out 135 I can't be bullish. In the meantime, I think we're coming down to roughly $57. If we lose 57, we're going to have a move down to 42. And while on the screen that does not seem like a big price prediction that we're making, that is just because the data's so flat on here. I mean, this would be approximately a 28% move. If we lost $42, then we'd have to start talking about this mark down to the AB equals CD pattern, which is all the way down here at 22. I mean, that is a 74% drop. So once again, before you throw rocks through my window, the AB equals CD is not the most likely target that I am focusing on right now. I have been saying this. I think this region here, this double fib that we've got between 58 and 61 has to be hit, because I mean, I don't see the momentum picking up to the upside. What I really see is the all-time high here. I've got a lower high here, lower high here, and while we're still pushing up on the 4-hour, if we come over to the 1-hour, you can see we are exponentially moving to the downside now. So I really do have to assume that $57 is on the table for Stronger. If we lose that, I'm going to have to be talking about 42. If we lose that, $23 is on the table. So I personally haven't bought this yet. I did say to you that I do think Stronger will be outperforming Strong, and that has very much been the case, even though we've been in a downtrend. The past couple of days we're only down 42%, and I think Strong went down like 42% like a couple of days ago in one day. So Strong is really not looking as good as Stronger, even though they both do not look good at all in my opinion. But I am of the opinion that Stronger will do what Strong did and have a little bit of chop when it starts, and then I think it will have a face tear. So while I have to be bearish on Stronger in the short term until the momentum starts to change, while I'm not going to be entering a trade for Stronger, because I do think that we are going to potentially be having a flush down to at least $57, I do think Stronger is going to be a better long-term play than Strong. Now, let's talk about what's going on with Strong. I'm not even going to focus on the 4-hourly time frames. I think it's just going to be a waste of your time. I can't keep kicking the dead horse any longer. I've been saying this, if we close below $70, then I have to assume Strong is going to zero. A little bit of copium for the bulls as we have a 3.618 fib down here around about $14. So this is not my last line in the sand. $70 was my last line in the sand. But nonetheless, you could be seeing a dead cat bounce once we do come down to the 3.618. I am predicting that we're going to come down another 65% in the short term. This is not the long term, like I've been saying. a weekly close below $70, I'm going to have to assume this is going to go to zero. Once again, I'm not going to run through why I said $70 needs to hold, every single reason. The main reason is we've got a macro low down here. You can also see $45 down here. These were the absolute lows that we put in on KuCoin, and we're taking out the lows. So, you know, bearish momentum is picking back to the downside. If we quickly look at the 4 hour, I talked about this huge bearish pennant, and while I'm not a fan of the price target as it is in the minuses, it's impossible. If we look at the pennant nonetheless, or the triangle, we've broken to the bottom of it. I told you if we close and we start breaking below 46, then I'd have to assume this is going to get rugged towards zero. A more accurate target in the short term is $14. I'm not saying that we're going to fall straight down to zero and then that's going to be it. I think there's still people that believe in this. I think there's still going to be retail traders that are buying the whales bags that are dumping like there's no tomorrow. Because clearly this has to be mainly whales or just an absolute mass of retail traders giving up on this coin, or token rather. But either way, in my opinion, it's done. I really don't want to focus on the analysis for this for too long, because I'm just kicking a dead horse at this point. I can't make most of the strong analysis about jokes. I can't keep on talking about what's been happening. The point of the matter is, if we have a weekly close below 70, then I don't even know if I can really cover this anymore, because it's just going to go to zero. But nonetheless, we've taken out the lows at 45. I think we're going to move down to $14. And I mean, it is still possible we could have a move back up to $70 before an absolute landslide. I think a lot of people would be celebrating a move back up to 70, just like they were celebrating a move back up to 173 after it came down to 100. But it did nothing but M out and then fall to the downside. We've got a red-green-red formation, absolutely crazy selling volume. On the 4 hourly, selling volume is increasing. The squeeze mom could potentially be resetting and then accumulating back to the downside, and the hourly momentum is really picking up in terms of selling volume, which makes me kind of think that the squeeze mom is going to switch very bearish on the 1 hour, which is going to cause the squeeze mom to reaccumulate to the bearish side on the 4 hour, which is going to give enough momentum for this to really start having ugly tears on the daily. So honestly, best of luck to you if you're in strong. I do think it's going down to $14 though. Not what you want to hear. Nonetheless, I'm not the person who's here to sugarcoat the information I see. I'm really here to tell you what I see in the chart. It won't be the most popular opinion. Never will be. It wasn't a popular opinion that I was saying we're going to come down to $70. When we were at 272, people were throwing rocks through my window saying I'm wrong, saying I'm a bear, saying it's going to reverse and go up in a straight line. We came all the way down to 70. We're breaking below 70 now, so yeah, weekly close below 70, then, you know, we're probably going to have to, you know, not cover strong anymore. So if you still want me to cover strong for some reason, if we close a weekly below 70, let me know. But I mean, I don't know what else I can really say. Momentum is super bearish. We're picking up to the downside, and I think this is going to at least $14 before it goes to zero. So that's all I see for strong and stronger. Best of luck if you're in either of them. Once again, none of this is financial advice, just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.